Nearly there. Not very long to finish this event. So training's about to end, which is good. Looking forward to stepping back in the square circle. This time it's been 20 years since I fought a boxing match. It's been 3 years since I've actually fought, but I'm looking forward to the battle. Looking forward to the challenge.
Mark, you're worried about Gal just picking you off from the outside. Obviously, he doesn't want to come in and just get square knocked out. You're worried about him just picking you off, working around and getting a points win? How do you stop that?
No, I'm not worried at all about him picking me off or doing anything, to be honest. I'm not worried about him. I know you've got to get hit sooner or later, and it's a battle that I'm looking forward to. So picking off doesn't work.
And your conditioning, how's that going?
It's getting there. We're just about to close off camp, which is good. No injuries, which is great, even better. And looking forward to locking horns with the Gal. Yeah.
As you said, it has been a while, and we are only, 6 days out from now. How are you feeling physically?
Well, I feel a bit tired now. I just worked out, but like I said, we've been running around Australia trying to promote this fight, and like I said, training at the same time. Looking forward to closing this camp up, and looking forward to battling with the old mate over here. So.
Yeah, Mark, can we get a prediction for the fight?
He's not going to make 6 rounds.
What round are you doing then?
We'll see. Always got to take the first 30 seconds, 10, 20 seconds to work him out, work out anyone. So, yeah, we'll see.
Do you think his previous sporting pedigree means he can take a punch, pull some punch?
Of course, he's a footy player. He's an NRL player. He's a legend of footy, and I respect him on that field. But on this field, you got to earn it. You got to earn that respect. It's not given.
Since your UFC, you said you wanted to kind of put that behind you and find that love for fighting again. Do
Do you
you
wanna-
think getting back to your boxing, kind of discover that love again?
Do you want me to start about UFC, or you got a couple of hours, or? No, look, I was unhappy working for that company, and they've done a lot of things that they shouldn't be doing even to this day. That's why I'm in a couple of lawsuits. But this isn't about them. This is about me, about old mate over here wanted to lock horns and fight, and that's why we're here. He called me out 5 years ago, and that's why we're here. We sat down with Matty Rose. We made a good deal, and now we're here, 6 days out, ready to rumble. So I'm looking forward to ending training camp, and feeling that rush of adrenaline walking out to fight. It's amazing, best feeling ever.
What's the old mate got to do in the ring to earn your respect?
He's got to beat me. He's got to give me his blood, man. I mean, shucks, the fighters got to earn their respect by going hard. Ain't no running around tip tap shit. This is the fight business. This is the hurt business. So if he wants it, he's got to come and take it from me.
It's been over 2 years since your last fight. Have you missed training and getting into the fight week?
Well, not really. I don't like training anyway, to be honest. But like I said, I was unhappy with the company I was working for. I don't like to be associated with those grubs, and that's why I'm in a couple of lawsuits against these guys. So that's yeah.
You think Gal's fought someone with the same knockout power yet? Do you think he knows what's coming?
He's a heavyweight. He's fought a lot of heavy guys, big power. But boxing is not about big power. It's about timing and precision. Yeah. In my eyes.
Hey guys, thanks for having me. Looking forward to this. Just first of all, don't believe nothing Mark says. He's been talking shit the past 2 or 3 days. He turns up here today with all the media and he's nice to me. So it's a bit difficult to come in here and talk after that. But yeah, as I said, don't believe anything he said. He's talking things like I caught him out 5 years ago. Never happened. I actually asked him last week, who told you I called you out 5 years ago? And he said some journalist told him. So I said, let's believe them. So yeah, no offence to anyone here, obviously. But he said things like I've caught him old and fat and slow. Hasn't come out of my mouth. I think the only thing that came out of my mouth was I said he's here for the money, which I'm here for the money as well. But it means more to me. This fight means more to me. To win this fight means more to me. He's here to collect his paycheck and move on. That's what he's here to do. He's had his time. He's a legend of the sport. I understand that, but he's had his time. People talk about his knockout power. He hasn't knocked anyone out since 2017. And the last genuine fighter he knocked out before that was 2014. I think it was Big Roy Nelson. So, you got to, Frank Mir, guys like that, they're wrestlers. They didn't want to be punched. As soon as they got punched by him, they laid on the ground, didn't get back up. The other big fella he fought, was full of gear the first time he fought him, and second time he fought him, he knocked him out in a round or two. And I was down in Melbourne to watch that. So, mate, all the crap that he's talking, I've had enough of it. I've been so respectful. I've been so a fan of Mark Hunt. We know that. But it's all said and done now. I'm tired of all the crap. I'm ready to get in there and just punch the shit out of him, to be honest. I'm going to win this fight. I know I'm going to win this fight. I've trained hard enough to win it. He said himself he doesn't like training. I'm there to win, and he's not going to take it from me. I'm there for the money as well. I love the money. Don't get me wrong. You all know that. I wouldn't be fighting unless I was getting paid. But this means more to me than just the money. I'll win the fight. I don't care how it goes. I think I can overwhelm him. I'm fitter than him. I'm stronger than him. He punches hard. I know that, but he's got to get me. So whether I stop him or not, I don't really care. But I'm just going to win the fight. That's all that matters. At the end of the day, a win's a win. I've had some good sparring. I had a good chat to Alex Leapai the other day. He said the same thing to me at the end of the day. A win's a win. I don't need to be taking stupid risks. I don't need to be trying to prove how tough I am. That's what he wants to do. He wants me to try and prove how tough I am. He talks about respect and all that crap. It's a load of crap. I'm there to win. I'm there to win the fight. I'm not there to get his respect. I couldn't give a shit. So whether I knock him out, whether I win on points, I don't care. I'll win the fight.
What's next for you after you beat him?
No idea, mate. Haven't got a lot left in me, to be honest. I'm getting on a bit now. I've got one fight left with no limit. I'll probably have that. Who it is, what it is, I don't know. But Mark Hunt's the only thing on my mind at the moment. There's been a lot of talk about other people for years, and I don't care. I couldn't care less about them. Mark Hunt's the only bloke I'm worried about. We've got 6 days to go, a couple of training sessions left. That's about it. All the sparring's done now. All the real hard work's out of the way. Just getting ready to get in there and fight on the 16th. And it's just going to be such a big night. It's a huge occasion. I never got to play footy at Bankwest. We played Parramatta in 2019 early on. Obviously retired this year and never got the chance to play there. I played grand finals there as a kid. I'm from Western Sydney, so to be able to go back out to Western Sydney and fight on the ground I played my first grand final at, it's going to be a big occasion for me, and hope all the people in Western Sydney come out and support me. Remember, I am from there. Mark calls himself a Westie too, but he's really a Kiwi. So all the people in Western Sydney get out there and support me.
How it feels like less than a week out? You've been in this position before, but how's it different this time around?
Oh, look, I'm fighting it. I know who I'm fighting. Don't get me wrong. I know I'm fighting. This is going to be the biggest challenge of my career, no doubt about that. But I feel comfortable. I feel, from the first press conference he had, from the first time I was with him, I just feel comfortable. I feel at ease in the whole thing. I feel at ease in my training. I've sparred really well. I've had a couple of hiccups on the way of injuries, but I've overcome them, and I'm ready to go. I can't be any better prepared at this point in time. Obviously, it would have been ideal not to have an injury, 8 weeks ago, but it wasn't to be. I'm getting on a bit. I understand that my body doesn't work like it used to, so I'm ready to go.
Mark, question whether you'd be able to fight while being hurt, after being hurt. What do you say?
I've played 20 years, mate. I've heard big tough guys talk shit for a long, long time, and I'm still here. So he can talk what he wants, say what he wants. I'm still here, and I'll still be there on the 16th, and I'll be there in the 6th round. I'll be finishing him.
Will you be there in the 7th round? You don't think so?
There is no 7th round.
Okay.
6th round fight. We tried to go 8 rounds. He didn't want to go that long. So that was a deal done between him and No Limit. He wouldn't go 8 rounds, but mate, I agreed to the fight 10 weeks ago, 12 weeks ago. 6th round fight. I'll be there punching for the whole 6 rounds.
Is the tactic to draw it out as long as you can? You think you take him longer, his fitness starts to go, and then you can
No, I'm just there to fight. I don't. I've had average one fight a year for the past 10 years. You know what I mean? So it's not like I can't say I'm overly experienced. Yeah, I've had 10 fights, but I don't have a plan as to go in there. I'm going to pick him off from the outside, as the question you asked him before. I'm just going to fight him. That's what I'm going to do. And that's, I do have to be careful. The way I've always fought is going forward, and I always want to get into a fight. I do have to be a little bit wary of that. I have to be smarter this time around, and my sparring has indicated that I'm going to do that. I've been pretty good in sparring. A couple of big punches the past week I've been sparring. Haven't been caught a hell of a lot, so I am getting smarter and getting better there. I was going to take that into the ring. If I take that in the ring, this can be an easy night for me.
Yeah, you saw Tyson fight the other week. You were kind of rooting to having seen him fight now. What do you think?
Mate, had someone ask me who's next. Now you're talking about Mike Tyson. Come on. I'm just worried about Mark Hunt. As I said, Mark Hunt's the only bloke I'm worried about. I've been fortunate and blessed to have a very good career. I've got money behind me. I've got a house. I don't need to be jumping here for chump change or fighting people you want to talk about. I'll fight who I want when I want, and then I'll retire a happy man.
There've been a few questions over how intensely Mark has been training and how seriously he's been taking this. From what you've seen, what do you make of it?
I actually think he's taken it seriously. I actually think that he's everything he says about his previous employer, I think he means. He didn't like them. And I don't think he put his best effort going forward into those fights. I was a Mark Hunt fan, as you know, and I saw him, and from the outside saw some of his training camps, and I don't think he was taking it that seriously back then. All he had to do was make the 120 kilos, which he did, got in the ring, got paid and got out of there. That was his attitude. But I think he realised it's his last chance to do something at 46 years of age. I think he's at his time, as I said. He's not going to make a comeback now. The UFC is the biggest organisation in the world. They don't want him. I can't imagine anyone else paying him the money that he wants. He's getting big money for this. As I said a long time ago, many weeks ago, he should be thanking me. Shouldn't be putting shit on me and carrying on. He should be thanking me because he wouldn't be getting an earn without me. I had 2 or 3 other options I could have taken, but I took this one instead to challenge myself.
Yeah, well, thanks everyone for coming down. This is my second fight this year. Looking forward to such a big stadium, such a big event. Each fight means something different, and this fight, it's been big preparation. I've trained hard for it, and I'm looking towards a challenge. And in Bowyn Morgan, I've never underestimated no one, and Bowyn Morgan, he's coming to fight, so I'm really looking forward to this fight. I intend to represent Australia and Russia on that world scale, and this is the first one to get off the list.
Does this fight specifically mean to you?
Look, it's a direction to where I want to be, and that's world titles.
How are you feeling about Patrick Tszyu? Do you think he's at his level yet?
Look, I don't want to talk about Teixeira yet, just due to the fact that I got Bowyn Morgan in front of me. But there's levels in boxing, and you could be levels above a world title, world champion. So everything takes its time. What's destined to be is going to happen. So again, no rush into anything.
Bowyn says he wants to walk you down and come on the inside. He says he wants to kind of keep it starting. I mean, you handled Jeff on pretty good on the inside when he punched and coming for a clinch, working with the uppercut. Might look different for Bowyn.
Look, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. Mike Tyson said it, and this is the exact reason what I'm going to show.